Hey, what's going on, Skyview? It's Christos, and we are here on May 17th, 2017. And it sounds like this video is going to have a little bit different tone to it because we're actually down over 1% in the market today. In the S&P 500, we're down around 1.11% or so here. So finally getting some action, an action to the downside, which is nice. You can see volume just soaring over the previous few weeks here where we've just been going sideways in the market and actually got a really nice down move here. And what does that do? Of course, it increases volatility in the market. And we can also take a look at the VIX, and the VIX is up pretty big today. You can see right here up around 26-27%. So that is a big move for sure. And we have a VIX in the 13 handle now. And the highest for the year has been up here in the 16 handles. So, another 1% down day, and we'll pretty much be at volatility highs for the year. So, it'd be nice if it could stick, but, once we saw this last time this year in March, April, you can see we quickly fell back to new historic lows in the market. So it'll be interesting to see what the weeks ahead bring us here in the market. Whenever we get big moves like this in the market, it's always a good idea to just kind of check your positions and see if you can take profits anywhere. And one that caught our eyes today was this SPY position. We initiated it. We collected $1.15 for this Condor, and right now it's only trading for around 76 cents. So we're just looking for something to take a profit in, and we figure why not with this SPY trade. Now, on this SPY trade, if we just take a look at the Analyze tab here, you can see that we've got no risk to the downside on this trade, but you can look in that bottom left hand corner, you can see we make $15 no matter how low the SPY goes, right? And if we take a look down here, we'll see that we are short the 238 put and long that 237 put. So anything below 237 in the SPY on expiration day is how we'll make that $15. Now, with the SPY currently sitting at, let's go back to the SPY here. SPY is currently sitting at 237.50. So it's in between our 237 and 238, right? So if the SPY continues to head lower and expiration day approaches, well, we're only going to make $15. Right now we're up around high 30s, $40 on this trade. So we just kind of figured, you know what, there's been some downside acceleration in the market. We're up good money on this right now. Why wait for expiration day to see what happens? Why not just take the money and ring the register? And we always like to ring the register when the market makes big moves like this on something in our portfolio. So this kind of seems like the one to pick today. So if we why don't we just go ahead and put in the order now, and then we can do a little more blabbing if we want. Create the closing order. And you guys know I like to see the spread width here. So only a 2-cent spread. Of course, we're going to go in right at the mid price, see if we're filled. Doesn't look like we're going to get filled. So we might have to move it up. Let's just stay here for now. We're in at 75 cents. And again, let's just do some quick math. We sold it for $1.15. And let's say that we buy it back for 76 cents, right? So sold it for $1.15. And let's say we buy it back for 76 cents. That's a $39 profit. And if we divide that profit into the credit that we received, we will get our percentage of max profit. So around 33-34% of max profit on this trade. And I don't think we held this trade for too long. If we just go back to our account statement here, we can say, let's maybe go back 30 days. I'm sure that is plenty of time. And for the SPY, and let's see what our trade history pulls up here. So yeah, we sold this on May 1st. So That's only around 16 days ago or so. So a pretty good percentage of max profit in just a couple short weeks. Definitely what we like to see, and definitely when we like to ring the register. So no fill as of now on the trade. Why don't we go in and see if, looks like the spread has moved a little bit. Yeah, so you see it has jumped up. Definitely not going to get filled at 75. Let's see if 76 works. It's kind of bouncing to 77. So let's go in at 77. See if we can get a fill here. Beautiful. So just filled it here at 77. And again, just taking profits because, we've had a huge move in the market today. The last time we've been down 1%, oh man. It's got to be this day. So you're talking in March. And that looks like the only day of the year that we may have been down 1%. Maybe one of these days, like 4 or 5. This one looks close to 413. But as you can see, just not very many big bear days to start the year. This is how the year started. So this is one of the biggest moves of the day. I know the candle doesn't look huge, but remember, we closed yesterday over here. So this is calculating, this percentage down is calculating based on yesterday's close. So it's really a much bigger candle than this is implying. And again, I just like to look at the candles for a nice visual representation. It just helps me visually understand what is going on and what is happening in the market. That's the only reason I'm looking at the candles here and pointing that out. So again, guys, nothing special, just taking profits on a big down day. It's nice to see the VIX back up in that 13 handle. So it'd be nice if we can kind of stick around here. And unfortunately, right now we're in that weird time in expiration. When I say weird time, I mean this June cycle is the front month, around 30 days left. And the back month is July with 65 days left. Now, our sweet spot is that 30 to 60 day window, right? So over the next week, we're kind of put in that gray period where we've got less than 30 days in that front month and more than 60 days in that back month. So probably going to be slow as far as putting on new trades over the next week or so. But once we see this July cycle dip in under 60 DTE, we will definitely start to nibble in that July cycle. You could start nibbling now if you'd like, but it's just a little too far out for our liking. We are not too anxious to put on positions at this point, so we'll kind of ride this out for now, and we'll see what the market looks like next week. Hopefully, we'll keep a VIX around here, give us a little bit more opportunity in the market. Earnings season just ended, which is really nice. So that'll free up some more ticker symbols for us to put positions on in, which is really nice. But other than that, that's about it, guys. So it'll be interesting to see what the SPY is doing here over the next week or two. If we kind of continue to accelerate to the downside or at least stay around this area, or if we just kind of rocket back up, right? If all the buy the dip bulls come back in and propel this market higher, it'll be interesting. So for now, that's not what we're getting, and we're just kind of doing some maintenance and cleaning up our portfolios here and getting ready to put some trades on in that July cycle probably next week. So that's about it for this trade video, guys. I hope you learned something from it. Thank you for listening, and until the next video, take care.